Who is the greatest person in the world? How about we find out? What am I gonna do with my life? Why are we here on Earth? What is our true purpose? I'm on a journey to find out.
Some people don't really know what their purpose is, or they don't even know what they're doing, or they don't really have any clear destination or goal.
I had developed a pretty negative attitude towards a lot of people.
Doing it. I wanted to be happier with myself.
Because it starts with my childhood, which was not very good. I've been bullied all the way from I was a little child.
I just was emotionally a mess. And
before all this, I wasn't sure why I was here.
Are you happy with the life you have? And from my perspective, I was not happy with the life I had.
Because that inner world is a reflection of the outer world. So if something's going on in your world, you need to really stop and listen.
It's that voice inside of you that's telling you that, you know, I knew I was searching for something, but I just didn't know what.
I've known for years, I've just felt something inside that there was more to life.
I feel like I've always maybe been searching for something, in that I've always been attracted to personal development kinds of work.
I've done lots of things in the past and never really focused on me. And most people never give themselves any time at all.
I knew that that I was frustrated. I knew that I was not living up to my potential. I knew that I wasn't happy.
As the years had gone on with working, I was feeling more and more like I was missing something, or that there was more I wanted to do.
And the thing that happens to us is that over the course of time, we lose who we truly are, because we begin to believe the lies that people tell us. They tell us who they think we should be and the things that they think we should do. And over the course of time, we begin to believe that. And that belief that we have becomes like a cement that covers up this beautiful golden statue of who we were created to be.
And we start school, you know, girls dress this way, boys dress this way. And then we go for, you know, gotta have the ideal job. And before you know it, we're following what other people think we should be, like sheep follow shepherds.
And I started to look at the problems in my life, the problems in the people's lives that I knew, and the problems in our culture. And I started to see that people don't think for themselves. They do what they're told. And while obedience and cooperation are important when you live in a culture, you also need to think for yourself.
So we're all creatures of habits, whether we know it or not. We live just kind of doing things that we're in a habit of doing. And some of those things are great. Some of those things are good. Some of those things actually hold us back.
What I have outside is what I projected from the inside. So you have to change the inside.
So what we really wanted to create was an environment where people could alter their subconscious mind in a healthy way.
You know what is life if you're not growing?
Discovery of something less than 5% of the people on the planet ever discover, that this mechanism between your ears is perfect. It's the greatest mechanism on the planet, and it can create any reality that you want, okay? 2 is to help you learn how to work that mechanism inside. Most of us are poor operators of this remarkable mechanism.
Now, every great inventor, every great explorer, every great artist, everything they've ever created started with one thing.
a thought. A thought charged with feeling became a belief, and then they put their thoughts into action and they created something out of nothing, just a thought in their minds.
There are two worlds, okay? The world without, those are all the things in your life and the people in your life, the people, places, and things. And then there's the world within. And unfortunately, most people never discover the world within. So the Master Key experience is it allows someone to discover this remarkable world within.
Number one thing all about the Master Key is learning about our thoughts and the kind of thoughts that pop in our mind. And first, we got to first become aware of them. And then once we're aware of them, throughout the course, you learn how to direct them or keep the ones you like, exchange the ones you don't like, and let other ones just pass right on through.
We become what we think about. So when we think worthwhile, positive thoughts, we become better people and create a better future. And that,
asking myself, how am I going to do this? How would it was almost like the Master Key is the how. Is, you know, we don't have to really know how things happen, but it is that step-by-step process that can get you over the hump or whatever it may be.
So the Master Key is sort of like a full circle where it comes around and you get to be that person that you were created to be. You find yourself.
So this is a remarkable discovery, this magnificent, perfect, whole, harmonious world within that you can use to create a perfect environment for yourself in your mind, which will create the conditions in your life that you want.
The Master Key experience is a process of personal development, and it's a meaningful one. You receive from it what you need at the moment, and it's a process.
It's a place where you really learn a lot of skills. I call them tools that we need for our life.
It allows me to become what we call a self-directed thinker. I think for myself. I don't let any outside influence me in any way about how I think or what I think.
So it's kind of learning how to trust yourself and your inner knowing, like your inner gut, like that inner voice that you have, trusting your heart and doing what makes sense for you.
This was all about being a self-directed thinker, that you could be who you chose to be instead of somebody telling you possibly what they thought you should be.
And it's the key to unlock my bliss, what I want in my life, right? All the great things that I want to manifest.
And that's really what happens for people in the Master Keys is they find their special purpose.
I think if you ask 100 people, you're going to get 100 different answers because it is an experience. So it's different for everyone. But I would say that basically it's a cause for anyone who wants to improve on one or more areas in their lives, and they get to help to do that.
An experience that helps people change their mindsets to be more positive and to realize that they can go for their dreams again, and to help them make that plan so that they can achieve it.
To teach people how to use the one thing that every human has control of. It lets us know that we are absolutely in control of our thoughts, but we have to practice. We learn the skills, we learn the habits so that we can start controlling our minds.
The Master Key experience is not just you yourself studying a course. And it's not just being in a study group with other people studying a course. And it's not just an enthusiastic weekend workshop. And as much as I love one-on-one coaching, and that's so beneficial and helpful, it's not just one-on-one coaching. It's kind of a little bit of all of these things put together in this experience where you internalize and integrate all of these things, and you really get to know yourself.
The Master Key experience allowed me to get rid of a lot of stuff that I had inside of me that was garbage and not good for me, and throw it out. And I got rid of it. I throw it out because it was holding me back. It was bad for me. And I'm putting new stuff in now. So I call it self-renovation.
But the main thing I got was a sense of confidence and some skills and some tools so that I can build the life that I really want to live.
There's motivation and there's inspiration. You can get motivated, and you're motivated for a time. When you're inspired, it's inside and it lasts.
As I got into it, it just kept pulling me in and pulling me in.
It became like an awakening. So it was like an excitement to be reintroduced to myself.
It was like the lid of my life was taken off, and I learned that I had permission to be who I wanted to be instead of following what I thought was right, because it was sort of put on me by society and what I took on myself.
And the Master Key gives you a whole load of tools and skills to be able to focus on what's really important in your life and what you want to achieve. And one of the biggest things is discovering what you truly want and what your real skills are, and then being able to give them to people.
A system that provides you with a step-by-step way that you can make changes in your life and kind of bring about the things that you're going for and the goals that you set and what it is that you want to achieve.
It's a holistic self-help course where you get help to improve in all parts of your life.
But we wanted to find a way where we could deliver it to people that included exercises that they would need in order to fulfill the goal of being able to manifest whatever they want in their life. So,
first of all, I would say I got new, really positive habits from it.
We're not told what to think. We're not told what to do. We're given like a bag of goodies that we can pick out of from the bag to make us think differently and make us react differently to what we see happening around us.
And there's so many things that are in this particular experience that to relate to other people, to essentially how to think, achieve your goals, what steps you need to take, just to help you focus on the things you want to do with your life.
In addition to that, you also get help in ways that I never experienced in any other course in my life. And I've done a lot of self-help courses.
You get support all through the program, and because you have a guide.
You actually are partnered up with a guide and a tribe or a group of people. And so you're doing things on your own. You're mentally thinking about things, but then you're also interacting with other people.
Somebody to work with you, somebody that has your best interest in mind. As a coach, we do Zoom calls with our people in our tribe.
So you work together in a small group on the side of the big seminar. You get a small group guide.
I don't think you get that kind of one-on-one help, or I've certainly not seen it on any of the other courses I've done. So that in itself just makes this course kind of like a whole level above any of the other ones out there.
You're not always being told something else. That's what I like as well. It's you pay your money, you do the course, and the course is so rich. The content is just phenomenally rich.
The value of the course is exactly priceless. Anyone that has done any self-development has spent quite a large amount of money.
The amount of sharing that happens and the amount of sharing of information and knowledge in the group is just phenomenal. It really is.
They have a program laid out of the exercises that we do. So those are very important to follow and do. But as far as what we think about them, that's totally up to us. And that's the marvelous thing about it. And when we do that, we rediscover that useful spirit.
It truly is what you want, not what society or your friends or family have told you what you want.
Everybody's in it to support each other and their dreams. Not judging, no judging of dreams. Nobody says, yes, that's right or wrong, but just truly guiding to think more positive, to speak more positive.
Often we start discovering who we really are, things just get unearthed and you just become a different person. Things just come to you that fit your true inner self.
And then you really discover who you are as an individual, that beautiful, authentic self that we all are.
It helped me to find purpose in my life.
I know what I want, what good I can do for mankind.
And I really began to realize the powerfulness of my thoughts and my intentions and how they came to be. And that's really cool, because all of the things that you desire can come true if you set your mind and your heart to them.
For me, it was a revelation of things that I wish I had known, many, many years ago.
There's something that changes. There's not that competitive, fearless, fear-based. It's more like, let's just really look at being caring for each other. Truly coming from that place. And then things just automatically just shift and change.
You do get to connect with your own true self.
And it has also helped me to figure out who I am and what I want.
I'm not judging people so much anymore. And that's something that I'm proud to say I'm doing.
So I got out of it how to be neutral in a challenging situation.
So it's not just a weekend seminar or a book that you read. It's really something for the rest of your life.
It's an ongoing process. This is not something that you just do and then it finishes. It gives you support skills that just stay with you. Absolutely amazing experience.
There is nothing like it out there.
From day one, I knew that it was something that I would do for the rest of my life.
Because it's not a self-help thing, it's a self-discovery. Because it doesn't stop. When you're out adventuring, it doesn't stop.
It's more of a self-discovery course than a self-help course.
And so the Master Key is all about chipping off that cement to help people to find that beautiful inner self that they are, and to really embrace it and to create a passion about being the specialness that they were created to be.
And having some of the tools and the pieces of the puzzle to help make you become a better person.
So the really special thing is that it continues on, that it's not a course you do and over the weekend or even over a month, that it's a way of being, it's a way of life.
And when the 26 weeks are over, that's really the beginning of the rest of your life, because now you have the skills, now you have the habits, and you have a mastermind, people you can talk about your wins and wishes and things that are bothering you.
It's just been an amazing experience. And actually going through the whole course, even when the course ended, I was just kind of like, okay, this is good stuff, but I never really felt that big transformation until I started reflecting on it after the course and seeing how things are turning out and how I feel today physically and mentally. I'm just like, this is life-changing. This is incredible.
Okay, we all have unique gifts, but when we get to know who we really are, that we're these magnificent spirits made first class, by first class, and entitled to go first class, as long as we do a first class job of rendering service to our fellow men and women, everything will work out.
When we realize that we really have nothing to fear, that moving forward is the key, not waiting for what we think may be the perfect circumstances. And that pathway of personal discovery and realizing what that thing is that lights your fire and your creative abilities, it changes everything.
So the Master Key taught me that I have that power to groom my thoughts so I can do anything that I set my mind to.
I have hope for the future. I know what I want to do. I have found my purpose and my passion, and now I know how to reach those goals and dreams of mine.
It really shows to you how serving people by being who you really are with your own gifts is really the key to life.
It's all about relationships. But it really starts with us. It starts with us. Because if we're not truthful to ourselves, we're not being truthful to ourselves, how can we be truthful to others? And we know the answer. We know the truth.
Hey, do you want to know who the greatest person in the world is? I know. Come and find out.